Welcome back to the Black Hills and Eastern Railroad, everybody. Today we've got in front of us a Kato SD40-2 related detail parts. We're going to be detailing and painting this engine for a visitor from out east. Stick with us to find out who that might be. For a clue on who that visitor might be, you can look amongst the detail parts. But the first step here would be to disassemble the locomotive and prep for paint. I've already removed the couplers from the engine, so all we have to do is take the shell off and disassemble just the shell itself. Remove the engine from the box. And just as an administrative note, I've already converted this engine from the problematic N-scale pickup issue, where this is well documented. The Kato SD40-2, both the early and the mid-production, the snoot nose, picked up power from the rails on the wheels, obviously, and sent them through a magnetic contact strip that ran the length of the frame on either side, and then fed power up into the printed circuit board above. And that works great in N-scale, but not so well in HO. It's well documented, this problem and how to fix it, and maybe I'll even do a video on that. But for now, this chassis already has that issue fixed, so we'll set this aside and deal with just the shell for now. So typically what we do, and it looks like a project has already been done. So the really nice thing about these Kato SD40-2s is the side sill, the running boards, and the step wells and things like that come separate from the main hood and cab of the engine. So it makes it easier to mask, and you'll see that later in this project. I'll snap the cab up, and then what we need to do here, once we've loosened the cab just ever so slightly, there's a weight in there, and we need to take that weight out in order to remove those Kato light bars. And we'll just flip that out. There's one single screw here. A fine bladed Phillips screwdriver will work for that. And then what we do here is reach inside the shell and pull that light bar back. Might as well pull the rearward one off as well. And what I'm going to do is set these over into the original Kato box. Along with the weight, because we have no use for that until we reassemble the engine. So then what happens is you can pull that cab straight off the top, and you're left with window glazing there. The cab interior, which then will slide out to the side. And then you're left with the sub-base and battery boxes. We're not going to worry about that nose so much. And then what we'll do here with the cab base, there's actually two-piece window glazing in this cab. What we do is we pull the sides in a little bit, and then with the screwdriver we depress, and this whole thing fits by, these aren't glued in, they are just friction fit. And I'll pull that window glazing out carefully, and then the front windows, the front windshield pieces and the doors are held in by that that main piece from the cab. This should just slide out and down, and you see there the gaskets are integral with the that window glazing piece. So look, very nice. So we are left with just the styrene that we're going to be stripping here now at this point. Here's my Badger bead blast set that I bought many years ago, probably longer than a decade ago. I haven't used it much lately. I probably haven't used it in 10 years. But this is the best method that I found to strip the artwork and paint off of a Kato. The thing that I like about it is that it also prepares the surface of the model for primer and paint. And this stuff here that we're using, actually we're spraying aluminum oxide abrasive. We'll see how this works. I haven't used this in quite a while, but this is the stuff we're going to use. We're going to spray it into a closed container so that we can recover the media as it comes out. It's reusable, so we will go ahead and try and do that. I've heard that you can also, or I have actually experimented around with baking soda also as blasting media. That works fine, but you have to be really careful with it because it's extremely corrosive, and if you get that around your vehicles, that's going to cause some premature oxidation of your the metal that makes up your vehicle. So I like to get organized and make one trip out to the garage with a project. So I've got everything I need here. I've got my paint handle, the model to be blasted, the blasting media, the air blaster itself, the air hose to connect to the compressor, and of course my my tripod for production of this video, and a pair of gloves. I don't think we'll need them, but just in case. So it's a couple of weeks later here, and we're out in the garage, and I'm getting this model sandblasted. I just wanted to give you an idea of my setup here. I'm using a regular garage air compressor and then a reducer and a quick coupler in between to go to the Badger Bead Blast mini sandblast tool, I guess it is. I'm running the sandblaster into a clear tote here because I want to recover some of the media if I can. A lot of it's blowing back out, but you'll see how well it works here. I guess it's worth the blasting material. I bought this a long time ago. We'll get started here again. I found that it's the best to hold the blaster close to the surface of the model to get that darker tint. What do you guys think of that? I find this a lot better than using chemicals on an engine. I don't mind working with the isopropyl alcohol on Athearns and life flights and things like that. That's okay. But really, this bead blasting, the sandblasting method is pretty quick and effective. We accomplished our goal here by knocking down the contrast in the paint colors, the green from the orange from the yellow, and removing all the factory lettering. We're ready to move on to applying a few details that can be painted with the model, cleaning it up a little bit, priming, and then onward to paint. You notice that I did not remove any of the paint on the nose here. We will be discarding that part and replacing the nose with a Canon Company cab. All that stuff will be in an upcoming episode for you. Stick with us for more. If you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll see you in the next one.